Hi, guys. So I'm sorry we're a little late. We're still dealing with the Tupperware technology. No, not the Tupperware technology, the Facebook technology. So since last week, I have gone wild on Be Live. And so tonight we're actually transmitting this conversation on 5 different platforms, Monique. So I know it's a bit unfair because 4 of them are mine, but we'll make it more even next week. So we are live on uh, Facebook page, my pro page, on Monique's pro page. We are live on my YouTube, my VIP group, and my personal profile. And so it's pretty exciting because we've only ever transmitted to my Facebook page before. So if you are watching and you're saying, who are these mad ladies? Please come on and say hello in the comments because I even have a way to put you on the screen. Now, if you join on and you make I don't mean I won't put you on the spot, don't worry, just the comment. But if you come on and you see that at the top of the place where we're transmitting, it actually says give Be Live permission. You have to click on a link so that it can see your name. Oh dear, we're losing people, Money. We had 4, now we have 2. But that's okay. That's okay.
I'm busy watching it on my own phone.
So what we're going to do is we're going to try and make these discussions a little more lively. Not that we weren't lively, Monique, but we're going to put some other stuff in them. So one of the things that we're going to do is Monique and I had a lovely surprise last Friday when Tupperware made a big announcement for us. So, to help Monique with this announcement, I'm going to hide myself.
You just want to play with your new toy. Mel has a new toy. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Mel, I love it. She's got her Be Live, which is the platform we're on. So her and I can talk, or I can talk with the image here on the screen. It's so exciting. So the big news was we got a big price drop in that 73% off, 193 dollars of products for only $59. It's a huge discount of $134, and we're really excited about it because it's affordable. It can put it into everyone's hands. And so we've been busy showcasing all the products that you can get with this. Just tonight, I made some beautiful pesto in my supersonic chopper that is about to go on my chicken, on my pizza, and into the oven. And I must say, I actually made, of course, the pizza dough with the supersonic chopper and the pizza sauce with the supersonic chopper. So that's the kind of week we've had. We got this great news on these big discounted kits. And, the highlight in both of them is that supersonic chopper. So we've been chopping and cooking, and Melanie's been leading the way, showing a lot of her fun technology, making some new graphics, working with Canva, working on YouTube. And I think you're having the most fun you've had in all your 15 years with Tupperware.
I actually feel like I'm learning. So, I mean, my head is crammed with information, right? And I'm feeling like I'm not sure whether I can take any more in my head, right? Because it might just explode. But it's fun. It's fun to learn new technology. It's fun to try new things. So the other thing that we were trying out today, which then Monique discovered she had 14 of them already. Tell them about that. One of the other things that's going on, Monique.
Oh, the reels. Yeah, doing all
Yes.
the technology with the reels. So, um, Yeah. So Melanie, it's so fun. You're leading the way in technology. And if you know Melanie at all, you know that's not the first thing you think of when you think of Melanie is not technology. So we teach it every week. We have a social media workshop, and we teach different techniques of things. And the topic is so vast, right? So the topic this week was making reels, and I'm sure our children could tell us a thing or two about making reels. I'm sure they're using different platforms than Facebook, probably Instagram, but I think you posted yours on Instagram as well, you said.
I did,
Of course,
yes,
they
yes.
work so closely together now, Facebook and Instagram. So a lot of times I'm doing things without even realize I'm doing it. Actually, like cross posting to Instagram and Facebook. A lot of
Mhm.
my settings are set up that way, and sometimes it asks me, and sometimes it doesn't. And I know with our social sharing tool we have at Tupperware, also you can cross post to even Twitter and LinkedIn
Yeah.
and so on. But Melanie was showing us her reel earlier tonight. So on Tuesdays we have the social media class where we learn how to do social media, and then Thursdays, right before we come here, we have a recruiting workshop, and we always leave there and come here. And the recruiting workshop, we still use social media. We talk,
Yes.
about the things that we made this week. So Melanie made a reel, and it was about recruiting and joining, and here's the kit, and really nice images and music, and you're really actually talented with putting that stuff together. Like you're a force, like so much. But even before like calling it a reel, I mean, you've made a lot of different videos for training and for Facebook, just posting as a video, not a reel. And so we were trying to figure out how to go and look at these reels, and lo and behold, I went and looked, and I had 14 reels that I've already made and posted. And I think it was accidental, sort of, that I think sometimes when we post videos, Facebook asks us, would we like to make that into a reel? And to be honest, I wasn't really sure what the kind of difference was.
No.
I understand that reels seem to get more reach and they're more popular. And of course, there's like the app itself, can add images, or sorry, text and borders and music and types of things like that. So it's really easy to do. So easy. I was
Yeah.
doing them without even really realizing. And it just prompted me to just grab digital images and videos just from my own phone, which of course it's full of images of Tupperware
Yeah.
and little things. And so didn't I look at one and it had over 10,000 views?
Yes. And what I discovered, because I've been listening to lots of little videos about how to make reels, in Canva, how to like what content they should have. And what I found out was that, well, for a start, a reel has to be less than a minute. So it has to be less than 60 seconds. So you in 60 seconds, you're trying to capture something to make people want to watch you. So that was one thing that I learned. And then the Facebook reels, I listened to a guy saying that Facebook want us to make reels, right? They're really wanting us to make reels. So if you make reels and you post them, Facebook will give you preferential treatment because now you're doing what they want you to do. So that was the thing that got me into doing it. I'm all for any sort of preferential treatment because I am currently in a situation where I know I want to reach out to the rest of Canada, and I'm feeling very unable to do that on Facebook, which is why we are doing what we're doing now, which is using things like Be Live to actually send it to YouTube as well, because we want our stuff to be seen by more people than the people in our immediate area. And if you're an Anglophone living in Quebec, your immediate outreach is much smaller. And I'm so lucky, Monique, that I have a son-in-law and a daughter that are really into technology. And they both said Facebook's reach is local. So if you're an Anglophone in Quebec, you have a very small pool of people. But Instagram, they push everything out right across Canada. And I was saying to my son-in-law that might explain why I have 839 followers on my Facebook page, but on my Instagram page I have 3,300. He couldn't quite believe it until I showed him, and that's because Instagram keep pushing my stuff out beyond the Quebec borders. And so I unfortunately BeLive doesn't push out to Instagram. So I think that's something that will come. So now we need to use BeLive for YouTube and as many different platforms as we can. So it was super exciting tonight because I was able to add Monique's page to my BeLive so that she gets a live version of it too. So
So
yeah,
I've just go
go.
ahead.
No, I finished.
I was just so I've been going through all the platforms to watch to see how it goes, and so I'm on your YouTube channel now, and I went to my profile and all over the place. So it's great. It's a very very nice tool to use, and yeah, I'm just excited about all the learning, and I think sometimes it seems overwhelming, but I think the bottom line is I know that during the pandemic, we attracted a lot of people who were otherwise doing nothing.
Yeah, yeah,
And some of the feedback I got through that time and still continuing. And I think we really developed our training and our mentoring and our programs through the time is, they were really appreciating all the
yeah,
opportunity they had to learn. And almost all of our learning is free.
yeah,
So we go to a workshop where there's an expert there who can teach us all the things we just talked about. We just go to that free class, and you have almost like I don't want to say one-on-one tutorial, but you've got a very small group
yeah,
workshop that you can really benefit from the experience and the collaboration and the brainstorming. And I know that that's been really a plus for some people coming to our community, is just the
and
opportunity to stretch their brain and continue to learn. And a lot of the things we teach and learn, they're not things you wouldn't find them in a formal course, you
no,
wouldn't. And I think, what you're sharing is you're learning a lot from your family, right?
yeah, yeah,
And I do as well. And I learn a lot from you and from our other colleagues, just
yeah,
from trial and error and experience. And, we have words like algorithm and reach and push. And like, these are not things that we knew the name, that we didn't know what these things were.
and
Uh,
yeah, and I'm thinking of the podcast this morning, Monique, when we were talking about tenacity. And we were talking in the podcast, we were talking about how you have uh, a lower self and a greater self, and that your lower self will make excuses for why something is not working, and your greater self will be looking for solutions to make it work. And I was talking then, and I actually used myself as an example because I said, my lower self would say something like, oh, it's not fair. I'm an Anglo in Quebec. I'm never going to get the reach that other people get. I'm not going to be able to do it. But my greater self says, you have to find a way to do it. And that, Monique, I believe that is what we're doing. We're trying to find a way to crusade across Canada because I know that Tupperware is dying in some of the areas of Canada. People don't trust it. People are not happy with it. Not the product, but the service and
mhm.
the people. And so I want to support those people so that they can love Tupperware again and have a good feeling about it, not a bad feeling about it. And we
Yeah.
have to get there. We have to get there.
Yeah, I was talking about that today. I'm part of BNI Business Network International, right? And so I can visit chapters of BNI all over Canada, and I do as often as I can. And my message, even when I'm local in Ottawa, and my message certainly when I go, I've been to Winnipeg, I've been, to some strategic places, is that Tupperware, unfortunately, through the pandemic, didn't survive in every community. Not
No.
every community was able to pivot to the online. So, who do you know essentially who has no more Tupperware lady,
Yeah.
or do you know anyone who used to be with Tupperware and would like that training, that expertise to take it to the next level? Because it's so commonplace for all parts in Canada,
Yeah.
just really in a big decline. So whenever I have any audience at all, and it's, time to talk about, that's what I talk about, is growing across Canada, and the
Yeah.
message, a lot of people don't have a Tupperware lady anymore, or what you're saying, they don't trust,
Or they don't have a leader anymore.
they
You
don't
know,
have an upline.
yes. Yeah.
So,
I mean, I think of some of the girls that I've met over the years, directors who now have no leader, who
mhm.
now basically have given up Tupperware because they didn't have anyone to get training from, or to, they're literally by themselves. And we have such an amazing setup here for infrastructure, for training. I mean, we are a tiny group, the Anglos, compared to the Francophones, but we have exactly the same infrastructure as they do. So we've said it before, but I believe it more than ever now, Monique. We are set up to be big. We're set up to be big. We really want to welcome as many people as possible from across Canada, and I just know that we can do it. I feel it more now than I've ever felt before, and
Mhm.
that is where I know that we need to go.
Yeah, absolutely. And the timing is right. And we have the infrastructure to handle growth like 10, 20 times what we are easily. And it is a good time, because there's a lot of people who are left kind of hanging, and the last 3 years has not been a time to be alone or be left hanging. And unfortunately, a lot of people connected to Tupperware aren't anymore, and
No.
that's really sad, because I know most people I know who are involved with Tupperware, they are involved for a long time. It's in their heart, it's in their soul. They really enjoy the product, and the history of the company, and the nostalgia, and for a lot of them, they walked away. And if they had a good opportunity to come back with some good system structure and good people, I think we
Yeah,
just
I
need to
mean,
keep talking about it.
I'm thinking of some of the directors I met out west, and maybe it's time to reach out to some of them. I
Hmm.
don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it is, or at least give them some support, so that because I know some of them have left Tupperware altogether,
Yeah.
which is really sad.
Well,
So,
and like I said, it's for a lot of people, Tupperware is just that kind of company, right? It's just been around for so long, like Avon or Mary Kay. There's, people have a very big loyalty to it, and through no fault to their own, they may have had to leave. And my experience, I've been in multi-level marketing for 15 years, like you, is that often what happens to them after that is they'll skip from company to company, and they
yeah.
don't ever really find anything.
So
um,
let's just remind everybody what is on offer for anybody that joins Tupperware.
there's
I
the
just wanted,
picture.
I just wanted to show the picture again.
Yeah, you just wanted to mess around with it again.
Yeah, yeah. Just
Love
mess
it.
around. So, anybody who wants to start their Tupperware business today has the opportunity to choose one of these two kits. So, we have the deluxe kit, which is $179 with $549 of Tupperware, or we have the newly announced price of the basic kit, $193 of Tupperware, $459. Now, Monique, one thing I've realized is in the posts, they have my links. So you need to go and edit them in your group.
I
Edit
will.
the post
I
so that
will.
you
I was sharing it, and I mean, I couldn't do it on the spot because
and
we're talking.
it only just came to me, but what we'll do in future is we'll put both of us in it.
Yeah, it's easy to edit though. Like I can just edit the post and change
Yes.
it. So
Yeah.
don't stress about
So I'm
that.
like, oh my God, it's my stuff. So,
Well, it's your show, really. I mean, this is your
well, no,
show.
I want it to be both of our shows because,
Well,
you know,
I'm grateful to be part of it.
yeah,
Absolutely, I am.
yeah.
So thank you for including
So
me.
I think we're going to leave it there. I'm just going to add in another image just because I can, because I want it to be fancy.
Whoa.
So this afternoon, I did my live at 5 and I used the stack cooker and I was able to show this picture and explain all the levels very easily, showing this picture while I was doing it. So I don't know about everybody else. I'm having a lot of fun with the new technology. I'm probably way behind everybody else who's learning at the moment, but I'm going to get there. And Monique, we are going to be the leaders in the Anglo community in Canada, not just in East Canada.
All across Canada.
Yeah, yeah.
Love it.
So thank you everybody for listening. Monique and I both need to go and get something to eat
Yep.
because it's dinner time. And I will be back again on this platform, not on Monique's platform, but I'd be doing live at 5 every day using Be Live. And I'm excited to get more and more used to the things we do. So thank you, everybody. And we didn't get any comments today, though, Monique.
No.
We had a few people come in and out to watch, but nobody said hello.
Okay. Well, we'll look for some comments after the fact.
And look, I wanted to use this. Nobody came on, so I couldn't use my fancy comment thing. Anyway, such is life. Thank you, everybody, and we'll see you again soon.